Check it out, Bum Shadows here with a Christmas Eve live stream, baby. Before we start, like I said on the last live stream, if you saw it, it's going to be a merry macho. Got the Christmas sweater on, baby. This was a gift by my good buddy Chris Meyer. Go check out his channel, Unoriginal Content. It was a gift from him a couple of years ago. I decided good day for it because I got 5 Macho Man's 2 Bum Box, baby, including this one and many more. So, because I have so many, I'm going to start off the one I don't really collect, but I got it because it's Macho Man. And it's this crunkly package, crinkly dinkly Man Superstars. And as you can see, the package, it looks like Yokozuna leg dropped it a couple times and then got ushered out on a forklift. That's what this package looked like. So let me just unbox it, baby. We're going to kick it off right away. Okay. If you're a Mattel fan, you're keeping them on. The package is actually pretty cool when it's not crumpled to crap. You know? Now, this series is initially, hold on. We got him in his little plastic. He's got to pop out. And there he is. Oh, yeah. He's got his little, in the back, you get little extra handy poos. And they're wrapped up, just like it should be. He's got little ties, because, you know, they're all there. They're like, oh, his headband comes off. I just realized that. That's a plus. But they got these little, I don't know if they're security bands. I just use their He-Man and rip them off and impress everybody in my family. I'm like, look how strong I am. Now he's got a little, like, I don't know, like, oh, it's got one of those effing things around him. There we go. Go for it. So during the struggle, I did notice his headband. It goes on, but it also comes off. That's pretty cool. I actually did not know that. So we'll take that off because it's going to fall anyway. The shades are also, I believe, removable, but I'm not even going to try it. Now, this robe is pretty sweet. Real slow. For all you macho fans, just imagine. This is at the foot of your bed right now. He's taking it off. And he's saying, get some, baby. Whoa, that covered the whole thing. That worked out perfect. So here he is. The Macho Man Savage. Yellow boots, yellow knee pads. Macho Man on the As far as joints on these, you know, they're pretty tight. My only complaint was, actually, before I do that, here's one from the Masters of the Universe. So it's pretty much identical. This one didn't come with knee pads and a sorry, this can just looks funny looking back at me. I don't know why. But it didn't come with the knee pads or the sweet headband. Or, look at this robe, baby. That is a nice robe. I will say, I'll give it to WWE Superstars Live. They had some nice softy goods. That's a very sweet robe. Like it very much. Put that aside for now. But this is Mach in all his glory. And that's a WWE Superstars version, of course. And like I was saying, I don't actually currently collect these. Obviously, there's Macho Man, so I got this one. But I was collecting them initially. I was going to start a fig fed with them. My only thing is, it's really easy to pop these things off. And when you're trying to pose it, it gets a little like, you know, it's not really... No, it's great. If you're like playing with it and you're, I mean, like, I'm just saying with the little fig fed, it gets a little rough, daddy. Rough. And, you know, just weren't cutting it. Although I feel like these ones actually have tighter joints, and now I'm actually second guessing. Because this was like a later on one. Pretty cool. And I grew up with He-Man. See, all the elements are there. So, if you want a WWE Superstars collection, I wouldn't go against it. I just personally can't afford it. But, see if anyone's talking. Merry Christmas, man. Hey, Merry Christmas, Captain. He was almost a Cardinals baseball player. I know, right? Camille, hi. Please say Camille. I said it before. I ate the second one. So what's up, Camille? Hope you're doing good. Hope you have a good holiday. So as advertised, I was gonna unbox Macho Man figures and the holiday sweater for all those from my buddy Chris Dreyer on original content. Go follow his page. From there, we have now two of these wrestler ones, and these are the new ones. And I have, let's see, the old ones are quote unquote first ones on standby, old ones on standby. So we got Macho's Cave interfering. But here's Figure Collections, the first time they did the Macho Man. And there was a complaint. I saw it on Major Pod, but it's legitimate. No tape on the right hand. So the bandana's cool. It's got like tiggy stripes. It's in the pink. And there you go. Now, then they released this one. Now, this is supposed to be after the WWF hockey game, which I did own as a kid and kicking myself for ever getting rid of it. Also, too, on the right hand, missed the tape. That was the thing I saw in Major Pod, but it's legitimate. So you got that, but it's still pretty cool. The shades are decked out. You know, it's definitely a macho-esque outfit. I like the fingy pointing up. Complaints, almost in a zombie-like fashion, is the right arm's too long. I guess, but I don't care. It looks cool like this with the fingy up. Thinking, you know, it's like, hey, it's up to you. What do you want it for? If you don't like his fingy pose up, you're probably not going to like these. So those are the first two. Then they put up these two, and it's in the Macho King era. This is the standard. And this was, I guess, one of 250 with the green and the blue knee pads and the little machos written on the head. So good attention to detail right there. We'll start with the Macho King. And take him right off the back. It's on there pretty good, but not like you got to struggle to rip it off. So I'm pretty good. Take them out of the plastic. Yeah. So I'd most probably compare it to this one. So we'll look at this first, though. Now, we get the green going on. We get that effing outfit that everybody knows if you follow wrestling in the early 90s. You've seen it. But look at what they did on the right fingy. Always improving. Putting the tape on there. Little fingy poo. All the way up to the fingy poo. So that's what we're talking about. FC Toys saw it. They made the correction. All as well. It wasn't even a big gripe of mine, but I could see why people would be a little aggravated with that. So there you go. Those shades are pretty sick. Definitely Macho Man, Macho King style. Because when he was Macho King, he didn't always wear the crown, actually. Later on, he didn't. And I guess, pardon me, the skin tone's a little different on each. And I can see that, where the OG looks more glossy. This one looks a little more, how do I want to say it? A little more macho. Little different skin tone. I'll say that much. I can't really know. I don't know how to describe it. Just maybe a little browner, and that one's a little oranger. Does that make sense? So there he is. He's twirling. He's dropping elbows. Boom. I like this figure. I like the mold of it. You're using the same mold a lot. Yeah, but I get it. And at least it's different fits. So, and I like I said, I like this mold. If the mold sucked, then I'd be like, well, maybe time to move on. But I don't know. Personally, I like this one. Not only do you get the little fingy up, you can also, like, he's got this arm drop an elbow. I know the finger up. I was dropping it. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be like a show-off move. Or, I mean, you can go this way, obviously, but it's pointing up. You can still do an elbow drop. So I like it. I mean, the finger in the air is like definitely mantra. So there's that one. Hey, what's up, Flavio? Sorry I was late. You can now start your show. Not much. I just Bumboxed WWE Superstar Macho Man that I had for a while that I hadn't Bumboxed. And yeah, his little cape's pretty sweet. So that's that. And then I just where'd it go? Bumbox this baby from Wrestle Something Wrestlers, the new Macho King Man. And then this one is 1 out of 250. So we're gonna bumbox it. He's in my favorite color, green. Green panties always turn me on no matter the situation. You do with that what you like. So here we he's in his plastic. He's out. And whoomp, there it is. Traditional macho. Sunglasses. Sort of ski goggly. Now they got Macho Man written out on the bandana, which is pretty cool. And the shades. So it's sort of a la that 80s macho bandana. 3 stars. 1 directly on the PP, 2 on the hips. Macho Man on the bum, because, you know, once you look at the bum, you're like, damn, that's a Macho Man. And then, now that I see him up close, baby, blue, kind of navy blue knee pads, and the yellow boots, yeah. So this one, obviously, will be more comparable to this one, who's also an underwear. So, I mean, Pickett, he looks a little more oiled up in the original one. Maybe that's the difference. He's more oily. I guess there's a skin tone difference. I kind of see. Again, the guy with one eye telling you how to see things. But, yeah, I guess it's a shade different. Maybe it is. I don't know. You tell me. And we'll look at the bums. Oh, there we go. So those are the Wrestle Something Wrestlers FC Toy version or take on Macho. And I know Macho Man he's my favorite wrestler, but I can a little bit being kind oversaturated in the market. So, man, I've been busting gloves all week, baby. Put on Agent Orange while I read these. You get those machos, bum? Yeah, pink trunks Macho Man color looks a little different, doesn't it? For the they use Mattel quality control. Busting gloves makes me feel good. Nice. I ain't afraid of no fig. Actually, I'm having trouble with those. Baby. Oh, it's on. It's under the table, so I could be doing anything. Just, you know, use your imagination. You see the FC Power Pack wrestlers, they get 2 machos for your collection. Yeah, I saw that. They're kind of like reaction figures. I just had to, again, even with Macho, because of everything, just stick to the retro ones. You know, and the last 2 I won't do it right away, but, where the hell did it go? Are these? Hold them straight. I did end up getting this one. And I will be unboxing it. And I'm really not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to this one a lot. It's a USA Macho Man. So of course, Macho Man, USA, I mean, this is everything you want with your wrestling. I mean, how can you not? I'm gonna just take a breather though. Need a little excitement, you know. Happen to a Slim Jim or take a sip of my energy drink. Probably mine just shipped Looks like you're playing. Oh, wait, I missed that one. Go back. Looks like you're playing with yourself. Hey. Hey. ECW once held a PBB called Guilty as Charged. I'll just say that much. But they don't mind your ship. Got both Andres and Macho's FC Pact. I think they're supposed to be O-ring G.I. Joe style. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Reaction style? That's pretty cool. I would love to actually start collecting the O-ring, but again, I've told the story a million times. I'm just focusing on the retros, and that's what I got to do. Everything's very tempting, on up to the like rubber guys, on down to the power pack, on down to whatever. But I wish it was more. I wish I could collect everything I thought was cool, and I'm sure a lot of people. Hopefully, you're able to do that, and I'm hoping you do attain that glory. Curious to see how the the USA GG Macho is. More expensive. I did get the big rubber guys USA Macho. Coming something next year. Fly the L. Be good to compare them to the Pro Wrestling TO rings I just got last week. Yeah, they're pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. The USA one I got off of eBay. And I was able, to get it. Well, considering that 60 stock, I paid 50, but I did get it off eBay. I did technically get it cheaper, and it was sold out at that time, so I was like, okay, still steep. Don't get me wrong, like having a party over here paying $50 for a figure, but better than what was up there. Yeah, I gotta get a deal for sure, man. And I think actually I wanna, yeah, let's open the USA Macho. Enough talking. So we got it here. You got your tag. It's like a KB Toys type of deal. So that's pretty cool. There's his Pitchy. He loves it. He loves America. You can tell. There's the back. You got Tom Bruno with Coco Beware, British Bulldog 97, and of course Macho Man Randy Savage. All your favorites. The tag is neat. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Reminds me of the old. So yeah, definitely. Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Here we go. Holy crap, this is on there. So again, graphics and gimmicks. Oh baby. Do I need help? Should I call a neighbor? Holy crap. Well, as far as keeping the card good, I don't know. I don't even know how to push this for. This is like Crocodile Hunter encountering an animal he can't tame. Oh goodness. What the? Okay, I swear his might come flying. Oh wait. Oh babe. Boom shakalaka. Holy crap, dude. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, pretty much on there. Like I said before, if a grapplers and gimmicks falls off the package for you, then God, good luck to you. And I don't believe your story because holy crap. Like, wow. I thought I was going to have to call a friend, a neighbor, a teacher, or something to like come over and help me do this. But luckily I didn't. So he's in the plastic, of course. But he's United States, he's USA, A-OK. And oh baby. Oh baby. The USA boots. Macho on the other side. Macho USA. Stars and Stripes forever. The hat looks good. Now, obviously, I didn't bring out both, but I do have them both. I have the white and black and the gold and black from Mania 8. I just grabbed the gold and black from WrestleMania 8. So, obviously, the same old. I love WrestleMania 8, my favorite WrestleMania. I love this figure. Then I'm sure you can mention it. This is what I just kind of wanted to show it also with the entrance gear. And they did that with the gold and black, and they did the entrance gear with the black and white. Now, no running gear with this one, but I don't think it needs it. It pretty much looks like when it was on the USS Intrepid when Luger, made Americans proud and slammed Yokozuna right in the middle of the ring. Everyone saw it. And then he never won the world title, but that's another story. So there is the USA Macho Man, and I will say, wow, holy crap. As partial as I am to WrestleMania 8, I mean, just the stars and stripes forever, baby. Something about it, it's just so macho. So, wow. Might be the best macho yet from Grapplers and Gimmicks. Oh wait, I did bring out, obviously, what they're paying homage to, and that's the Hasbro with wings. Wind beneath your wings, you get macho. And I get it, but so that's why I get why Hastel did that, because obviously, the OG had that. So I know I get some flack from Bull and stuff, but yeah. There's the inspiration, no shades, but we all love this macho because it's but I think it pays a little homage to that. Like they reverse the arms, you know what I'm saying? And not the touching bizzles, but he's doing a point now. If you don't your bum, watch out. So that's the USA Macho Man from Grapplers and Gimmicks, and the least I could say is wow. Now, the price point is pretty rough. So I do have to say, if you could find it for under $60, I'd go with it because, let's be honest, it's a great figure. I paid $50 for it. That's even my limit. But 60 is a little. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to hate or anything. I just think if you dropped to 10, I think you could pre-order for 50, and I thought that fair. And then all of a sudden, it's that game where these independent companies, they're like Amazon or Walmart, and they lower their prices and they hire them, and it's just oh my god, dude, do you want to sell these or not? I'm just getting annoyed. So kind of like that. So I searched on eBay. I was able to find it. My price range, which was at the top of my price range, so it wasn't ooh, I got away with it. It was okay. But for what I paid, it's a great figure. Grapplers and Gimmicks doesn't do my man Macho Man wrong. I think it's really close to how the Hasbro face looked. Obviously, I got Macho Man Series 1, purple trunks and everything, but it would have filled the table with all the effing Macho Mans that come out. So that's the USA one, and damn it, it's damn good. And as much as I love FC Toys, these are great, and they're kind of just burnt. So I don't feel bad saying this, but just because, so far, we'll open the zombie one. I'm giving it this one. So he's going to stand here. Okay. Flail, I don't get the people selling used card backs and they have most of the card removed from a box. Who wants to damage card backs? Exactly, yeah. I mean, I told people I'll give them to them for free. No one's responded. So if they want to pay that, that's fine. I got I don't even know how many by now. I might need a large flat rate box because I got a ton of them. But no one's responded. So if you're out there and I'm sorry, being silly and paying money for card backs, I got you covered, baby. I got a bunch here. I'll send them to you for free. Like I said, bumshadow@yahoo.com. Send me your shipping address. I'm not going to use it for anything else. I don't care about like trying to find your home or address. No offense. I don't have that time. So, and I don't care. So, pretty much I'm just trying to send somebody these cards because I don't recycle them. And I'm not like petty enough to try to sell them. So I'm somewhere in between. Unrelated, but I woke up this morning and got an email from Lottery saying I won Powerball, which is currently over 1.5 billion. And of course, all I won was $4, but they didn't say that in the email. Oh, damn. Damn. If you get that, you could get every series. You could complete any. That's what I first think of. Forget house and shelter and taking care of family. You got to think figures first. So you could buy a lot of figures with that money. So good for you. Not good for you because they screwed you. They should have just gave you the winnings for messing with you and giving you $4. That's my opinion. If the lottery's listening, give Fly the L his earnings. Come on. It's a Christmas time. Let's get in the spirit here. Hey, Ross, what's up? Hit the likes and subscribe. Ooh, love you. You, Ross, JYD, Grant Hogan. Whoa, baby. You, Ross, coming with the hot take. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I will always give Hogan credit. Maybe not as a wrestler, like in the ring, but I mean, that guy, like, really, I mean, him and Vince, the WWF in the 80s, and I know Vince has turned out, and Hogan in his last years wasn't exactly viewed, like, because of his own actions, his own doing. But, and of course, Vince will know. But with that being said, it's undeniable them two really like boosted wrestling to the popularity it's at, where I'm sipping Macho Man figures like what 25 years after the fact, 26 years under, and as much as Macho hated Hogan, it's thanks to him we're like here with the fandom and everything, and I believe so. JYD was a great draw, like definitely down south and everything, and I love like just how he's breaking down barriers and important. And I think he was charismatic as heck. I wish he maybe came to WWF or WWF earlier because by the time he was, he's winding it down. But when he was good, he was damn good. But his charisma was awesome, and he was so funny, and his voice and just his delivery and everything about him. I love the dog headbutts and everything. But greater than Hogan, and I have to respectively disagree. But I've been keeping most of my card backs. Eventually, they'll probably get recycled like I do Lego boxes. Yeah, I know, man. It starts piling it up. That's what I was saying. Like, I just personally don't care for them. But I was scrolling, obviously, the eBay looking for retros, and it's like card backs, card back. I'm like, please don't tell me people are paying for these. I'm just throwing them away. So I was trying to just be a decent dude and be like, look, um, it's cool. If no one's into them, no one's into them. Maybe no one's buying them. Maybe that's why I see them all the time. But if you are into that, like I said, I'll hook you up for free. I don't care about paying the shipping because whatever. Like, please, like, if you enjoy them, please have them because, like I said, time, that's all. Funny, if I won the Powerball, I might be able to finally buy more grapplers and gimmicks. I was thinking that too. Actually, off his site. No, wait. Played. Ross the bus, I'm only joking. I figured. Horace Hogan, right? Fly the L. Yeah. Horace Hogan. He did those stitches in the head, brother, for Hogan. Stitches, and Hogan's like, look at the stitches, brother. Look at him. He's committed to the cause, dude. I only say that to get under Waddy's skin about Hogan. Hogan, we all know he's the best. He wasn't my favorite, but still have to respect what he did for wrestling. The greatest to ever do it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know. I think, like, there's, like, certain people, like, I think at the top of that list would be Hogan and Austin. And it's hard to not put The Rock in there because it kind of came up at the same time. Maybe a little after Stone Cold, you know. So maybe a Macho Man and Hogan comparison to Rock and Stone Cold. Actually, you know what? That might not be too bad. I think that's pretty fair. What do we get? For the maybe they didn't because he had developed a pretty big drug problem. Yeah. By the L, I like the cards when I first get the figs and when I first get into the hobby, but I'm sure eventually I'll get to go looking at piles of cards in my closet. Yeah. Well, with me, I'm obviously a collector, so in a way, I gotta like discourage myself from collecting everything. So part of it was I'll just recycle the boxes, but then again, I'm like, on them, why not? You know, why not? Sure. You know, I'd hate to see people like, and I don't care who the sellers are. That's really like, you're really low, but like, instead of people foolishly like ordering money, I mean, I'll give you, I don't know if they're exactly the ones you want, but I'll give you plenty of them. I mean, I don't care. So, once again, if anybody's listening, if you want card backs, I will send you them for free. Why? Because I like it, and I don't care. I'll pay the shipping. That's fine. If you want to take, it's cool. Bum Shadows at yahoo.com. Send you your shipping address. I don't care. I have to just put this as a precursor. It seems like people are like, I can't give out my address. Trust me. I am good with traveling to wherever the F your house is and knocking on your door and doing anything weird. Like, I promise I don't care. So it's more, I just want to do something nice, you know, and no one in my remote area, like, that I know collects retro backing cards. So that's why I say it on here, and that's why I say it because, like, the odds are very slim. So that's my spiel on that. Okay. E. I see claps. And I don't understand the language. I appreciate you here, though. Underkin, hey, yes, I found you. You did. I know you did. For the probably was Hogan as a kid, maybe Bret Hart as an adult. Oh, you were answering. I believe Ross asked him who his favorite wrestler is, and he said, Bret Hart. Also like Scott Hall and was into Goldberg, undefeated run through a great technical wrestler like Warrior, perhaps. Very fair. B. Now you got little faces, like those sunglass faces with little mustaches. I enjoy it. I don't know if you're making fun of me, but whatever. That's fine. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't care. I like the mustache glass disguise thing from like way back. It's very retro. I enjoy it. If I also like the Legion of Doom, yeah, sure, for sure. Who didn't you like? Alan Durgan, why do you put your hand on the camera a lot? I'm scrolling through the comments. I probably could do it better, but I'm just like, this is the top of my phone, so I just steady it and kind of like scroll through with my thumb. It's not really a bad habit. I could probably do it better, but I don't know. Bad habits, I guess. I don't know. But let me see here. All right, so we're gonna get to last but not least, or is it least? This is the heels or faces. I was very, very skeptical on this one. The picture art, and from the package, but I'm gonna be fair and I'm gonna open it up. Okay, I again had to go to eBay and justify spending any amount of money for this. To be honest, I'm just being honest. So maybe change my mind when I open this up, but we'll see. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So this is Heels and Faces Macho Man. There's Ron Rudat art, which is the designer from the original Hasbro. Okay. Now, another on there package. Don't want to lose the shades. Holy crap. Another one that's on there, baby. Nope. Got a little puppy poo. Alright. As extreme as grapplers and gimmicks, but it's on there. So I mean, that's good. I mean, if you obviously did I even lose the glasses? No, I didn't. If you're an on the card collector, then I imagine that's what you would want. And I busted another glove. Damn it. Busting gloves. How can I be busting all these gloves? Sickening. It's because of all these hardcore cards, baby. They just super glue those boys on there. They say, hey, you're not falling off. And they ain't. Busting gloves. I gotta order more. Come on. I gotta take time. Reach under the table. Perhaps play with myself. Maybe not. This time I'll wait. Maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Holy crap, dude. Technical difficulties. Alright, we have ski gloves, but they're on. What the hell happened to these? We have a glove intermission here. I don't care. Alright, good enough. So, hat pops off. That's okay. Alright. I'm going to show you first before I give any opinions. Here they are. Oh, baby. Those are up there. It's trying to show arm length. Oh, there we go. Because it's often the point of where Zombie kind of loses a lot of people. So the pointy arm does look long if we put it down. But it's sort of bent out. I don't know how to explain. So I think you assume it would be something, but then the tassels are in the way. So I'm a little confused with the pose. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Right off the bat, I think they did Mach dirty with this hairline, brother. I mean, I know he was balding, but it was more like a bald spot. So if it was balding up there and the hair was a little more forward, that was more Masha's balding. But like, this is like a receding hairline, like way far back, way too far back. So that's what I gotta say right there. That's just the truth. Like, I sort of actually, believe it or not, know what he was going for. The line is just, I don't know. I don't know. I think hairline a little forward and then bald spot. But look at how far back that S is. That's rough. Okay. In fairness, I don't know, in fairness. The outfit, all right, let me go with the positives. The outfit's cool. The outfit's really good. Like, it's really sick. The addition of the tassels that move, that's cool. The silver, the paint app, it's all good. And then we go maybe to the bad. All right, not maybe. This F9, kind of dirty to match. And I think improvement would have been closer up hairline and bald spot more in the middle because he kind of slicked it back. I know my Mach, baby. And then that arm is pretty damn long. I know that's not new for a lot of people, but okay. Oof. I don't know. I'm not even hating. I'm just being honest. It's just like being such a macho person. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. Let's try tat. Oh, it's backwards. That's cool. Okay. On the plus, the hat fits on his effing head. That's over here. So there's a plus. Now I've heard with the shades and the hat, but that's like a lot of coverage. I want when the shades and hat come off. It still like looks like them because like I think for the price I'll pay, that's the least they can do. But that's just opinion. Okay, yeah, it's a lot better with the hat and effing shades on. A lot better. So never take those off if you get this figure. It has its, lackluster elements. I'm not gonna lie. But once you put the hat and glasses on, it improves it probably like 1,000,000%. Because without it, hairline's too far back. Face scan, not good enough. Yeah. But throw the glasses and hat, a lot better. So maybe there is a bright side to it. But out of the ones I've unboxed today, which was Zombie Sailor, Grapplers and Gimmicks, and where's the other F? There it is. Wrestle Something Wrestlers. Okay, I have to say, out of them all, my favorite was the Grapplers and Gimmicks, United States, US Macho. I have to give it to it. It's a great figure. It was something that I've always wanted for a retro figure, and it's great. It's a great figure. I have to say that. Do I agree? Be $60? No. If you can get, like I said, I'm just gonna be honest. If you can get cheaper, it's worth it. But 60 is pretty steep. I'm not gonna lie. What can I say? But out of these figures, it is the best. Now, Something Wrestlers are really good and a really close second. I love the pose on these. I love the tight choice and the different bandanas. I know the mold is overused, but what are you gonna do? I like this pose, so I'm not like unhappy with it. And the zombie one, as we just saw, I don't know, man. Like when you take off like the glasses, I still want the figure to look like them. It shouldn't be like, well, if we make compromises, the figure will be better. It should just be good all around, I feel. And I don't feel that's hating. I feel that's really like, a normal thing a consumer should ask for, especially at the price point. So. Have to get back here. What are we doing? Oh man. Crap. Really like Charles Wright as a Papa Shango. Kind of like. Alright, let me me see if I can do this without blocking it. Oh, he's right. I can do it. Good tip. Oh, Alan and also I do wear an eye patch. Do you get like a lazy eye or something? No, it's from, oh baby, it's from diabetic retinopathy. I lost the vision. Tell you what, it says you Ross. Keep hitting buttons. Hopefully not a green screen. I tell you what, my favorite wrestling growing up, I liked when The Undertaker came into the WWF in 1992, and I liked Surfer Sting, definitely the Macho Man and Warrior. But if I had to choose my favorite, Alan Durkin's Macho Man Randy Savage, but Ross says Sid Vicious. Oh, good. I love Sid. Oh, nice, says L. Another wrestler didn't push or book properly at times, yeah. Kind of like Vader and WWF. All right, there we go. Yeah, definitely. Really like Charles Wright, Bashango, and LOD and the Steiner brothers. Yeah. Although I was watching a thing, like, I didn't know Papa Shango won the U.S. title from Jerry Lawler. I didn't, that was such a, I gotta give the guy credit. I watched something, it's like, maybe it's called Defunct Wrestling or something, and it's like promotions that, like, you know, had their troubles. And like I saw in there, like Tatanka was USWA champion, like Owen Hart was USWA champion. It was crazy. I didn't realize all that. I've been watching enough USWA, I guess, back in the day. It was interesting. Time to play with yourself again. Put on another glove. I know I had to do it. Really like Trick Steiner. Yeah, he was good. Sweet. Ellen Durgan, your Christmas t-shirt look like Macho Man Randy Savage, but Christmas. That's actually what it is. My buddy, if I could hold, there we go. My buddy Chris got this for me a couple Christmases ago, and I was like, doing Macho Bumboxings. It's Christmas, perfect time for this sweater. Although it is effing hot. I know it's winter, but whew doggy. Okay, I read that. Eros, I can see why you said that too. Many to choose from, LOL. I keep looking at from grapplers and gimmicks for Mr. Right, Get a Papa Shango, Godfather, and Kama. Yeah, I do love the Macho Man. Fly the Alan Durkins, right? Love the Macho Man. He's actually my favorite wrestler. And then Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, and Sting are my top four. Wish that Zombie Macho had more articulation, maybe in the elbow. Yeah, that actually in that case it would have helped something, you know. It's just kind of like out there, and I know you can like sort of lift it up, but then like these get in the way. So if these weren't like hanging down, unless there's a lot of static electricity. No, it's not. It's in the air, waving around like you just don't care. So if those like somehow, I guess is not possible, hung down, you could kind of do like a Disco Inferno pose. Disco fever, yeah, girl. But not so much. So then you got, you know, then you get this. I mean, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. So I don't know. Maybe not the best arm pose either. I mean, I don't know. Hat and glasses for sure. I think anyone can agree. Even with one eye, I can see that that's a lot better looking than the scan. Yikes. I don't know. He was more so bald in the back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had. I don't want to take off his hat. Actually, I don't go. Well, actually, I want to use grapplers and gimmicks because it was actually more like here, and it was like balding, and he tried to, you know, hey, he was trying his best. And yeah, each it was sort of like covered up, but you're right, it was like a bald spot in the back. Not as far down as like Cena, but a little up from there, I think. Well, I know my bald spots aren't Anderson Galoob. We love some bald spots here. That's why I came with the hat. Yeah, I know, right? I keep wanting like Zombie, but they keep disappointing me. I know. They got a hat mark in his hair. Really? I didn't even see that. Just, the hits keep on coming. Fair enough. He's got a hat head. Fair enough. Hey. The tassels kind of go everywhere, though. Maybe need to be more plastic, harder. Don't hate the player, hate the company. Just kidding. I think hat stays on pretty well. Fly the outside, all that. And Ross loves it. He's laughing. Peace out goes Alan Durkin. Peace out, Alan. She's just stopping by. Oh no, I green screened it. Oh man. Here goes. Why does that happen? Part of me likes it, but part of me doesn't. Alright, he said peace out. The Berserker. Huss, huss, huss. Love Berserker. KWK has some good shows on them if you check them out. I had one sitting here before, but had to make room for Macho. Oops. I wish I could wear a sweater. Never cool enough to wear sweaters and hoodies. My hoodies are a lot easier. This is like a sweater, like it's a heavy sweater. And for some reason, I'm like, whew. Like I said, I can deal with the hoodie. I don't know, but like this actual Christmas like knitted sweater thing or whatever is like, man. And like I said, England, so you're thinking, and it is pretty cold, but oof, I don't know, man. It's a great screen portion of the show. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, I'm trying to get that Christmas spirit in there. There we go. There's the excuse. There it is. Ho, ho, ho. And a bottle of bum. So, yeah, I mean, if you were watching earlier, I'll just give a quick rundown. Woo, woo, machos everywhere. These were the wrestlers, something wrestlers. This was a mix, USA. And he's looking green, but he loves it. And then, the one I had the most gripes with, the Zombie Sailor. Looks better with the hassles on, but when you take them off, it's like, eh. Who let Grandpa out? Grandpa Savage. Oh man, all right. I'm almost at the hour mark. This is usually when I wrap it up, baby. Did you get your... Yes, I did get the Ringside Collectibles Ventura. Because of money again, like I always say, it's just been a rough year, but like I just ended up ordering him for now. I do want to get the Punk and Cody Rhodes, but I knew out of the three, I went for the most wanted, so I went for the Jesse Ventura. But the other two are pretty sick too, and I want to get those. And I definitely want to get the Heyman and the Great Muta that are coming up. And the other ones are cool too, but I tend to go Legends first. But I've since kind of changed my mind on new retros. I think if they're affordable, I'll collect those too because I just love the retros. We'll see if Mattel can keep keeping them under $20. I mean, hell. No bumboxing of it. I haven't got them yet, actually. I'm hoping soon, but definitely when I get it in for sure. The Punk Ringside Collectibles Recto looks good. It has that punching action, but oh well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, It does look. I'm not trying to hate on Zombie, but what can I say? It looks better than the Zombie one. I don't own the Zombie one, so I can't say for sure. But just on look-sees from like the photos, I mean, the Mattel one looks better than the Zombie one. I hate to say it, but what can I say? Yeah, it's been very hit or miss for Zombie. I don't know. Some of them I love, and then some of them just puzzled. "24 Hours of Bum, 24-Hour Christmas Story." I think Elf is on for 24 hours somewhere too, maybe. Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, that's the Christmas movie for sure. I'm actually gonna try either tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow, though. I'll try at some point between tomorrow and Christmas. I'll try to get a Christmas live stream up just for the hell of it. And maybe people want to tell me what the hell they got for Christmas because I am interested, actually. I'm always interested what people, get for Christmas and what gifts they get because it's just fun to talk about. And it's like a good positive thing to talk about. It's like, I got this and that instead of like, oh, I hate this and that, which I can get into that rut too. But I figure capitalize on the season. So either a Christmas Eve or Christmas Day Bum special. I'm still going to see how the landscape looks. And obviously the amount of time I spend with my family, depending if that goes too long, which is more important. So I stick with that. So it's sort of going on that. And when I maybe get back home, or if I find a nice nook at a family house and do a different scenery live stream with no figures, but what can I do? Unless I bring them with me. I should have a bag of like retro figures with me in case I miss them, which I do when I leave. On that note, let me Google Fairly Sling Figure site. They have some exclusives and a bunch of other figs as well. Just wrestling figs. Oh man, you're awesome. Yeah, you gotta get on that Ringside Collectibles trend. I don't know exactly what you collect, but they literally have everything. I collect the retros. They come out Ringside exclusive retros. And they used to have like 4 packs that were exclusive, but I guess going forward there were like 3. But if you collect other things, like they get some cheap stuff on there. I don't know if they still have a Cyber Monday, whatever, point oh, like 28.0 sale or whatever. But like they do like an after Christmas and a New Year's one. I don't know if it's going to be as good as Black Friday or whatever. But I'm sure you can get a bunch of stuff at a good price. And there's a million discount codes. But if you go seat above, you get free shipping. And that's usually the better deal. And you can always see like what shipping is against the 10% and obviously go for the lower one. I guess it just depends on what you order and how heavy it is, but yeah, always money, of course. Don't be no fool. Sometimes their sales aren't really sales. Yeah. Some of the things they kind of try to pass off like that. It depends, I guess. It depends on what you're looking for, like, you know what I mean? Like, actually, last year, I got a couple random Daniel Bryan AEWs for like $3 because I wanted the shirt that he has in the figure to put on some of my retro crowd people. So sometimes they just have like random crap. I think that figure somehow went up to like $12, I guess, a year later or something. Or it's not even available. I don't even know. Damn, that Hogan ripping his shirt is pretty cool. Eros, yeah, man. I collected Ultimates in the beginning, and something I did abandoning, because I also like collecting those Coliseum collection ones. So I was going on that, then retros, and like, I just got ran over by it, so I had to stop collecting the Ultimates. But they're great figures. They're awesome, and I like the display of them. And they often have like really cool accessories. You can pose them in any way you want. I took a few out of the package. Well, not a few. I took 2. Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man, of course. The NWO Macho Man, I have 1 out of the package, 1 in. and the Ultimate WrestleMania 7, coincidentally, where he faced Macho Man. I got that unboxed and boxed too, or bumboxed and unbumboxed too. Damn, retro 3-pack down to 45. Damn. Might have to go back, get 2 Venturas. That wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah, the rip finish shirt. Wow. I stopped collecting the more articulated Mattel figs, Elites, Ultimates, and the AEW versions. So most of the figs at ringside, I don't care about as much. Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at right now. Although, yeah, you just said the 3-pack down 45 is pretty interesting. Fly the L, haven't opened this yet, but with my current Demolition fever, I also bought this set. The Bell to Bell Demolition. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Did you grab the Steiners already for cheap? Because those are really cheap at one point. The Big Papa Pump's kind of rough looking, I'm not gonna lie. But mad cheap, like $4 at one time. And then, like, I saw the Steiners at one time for like $10 for the 2-pack. I was even tempted. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, the Build-A-Bills don't look bad. They're definitely like that He-Man style, maybe a little less articulated than WWE Superstars. I'm not sure about that. But they're still cool. And I think Majors did their figures that way. Oh, Danhausen had a cheap figure too for $3.99 if you're into him. At one point, it's probably different now. I haven't checked. I did buy me Elites, the Punk from, oh wait, $16 for Rhodes, and Punk Retros, $15 for Ventura. Nice. I did buy one of the Elites, the Punk from the Vault, yeah. Oh, is it the pipe? Oh, Straight Society. I love that effing faction. I love that faction. In the matches he had with Jeff Hardy, I liked sitting on the ladder, and my friend pointed this out back in the day, but it was just a funny moment. He's sitting on the ladder. He's like, "What are you doing up there, Jeff? Are you drunk?" It was just how CM Punk said that. It was just like, man, that cut. Oh, good point. The Steiners Bell to Bell are back up to 18. Damn. Damn, yeah, well. See their sale price. Yeah, they do that up and down. Crap, I hate that. Made popular by your Amazons and Walmarts and all that stupid. What in the world is that Fruitcake Flair figure with the pink hair? There's a pink hair Flair figure? Oh, goodness. Do you mean robe? I thought there was an AEW one with a robe. And he's in, like, yeah, pink. Keep waiting for the Sabu bell to drop a bit, but it never does. Always around 18, 20. I think the cheapest that was like maybe Black Friday was 17, so it wasn't like worlds underneath that where you're totally messed up. But that's the cheapest I saw it on there. And that might have been the first Black Friday. I think maybe that was the best sale, and maybe I missed out. I was kind of like waited out, but I guess I missed on a few things. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, I think it's Job that's pink, but the hair on the box is blue pink a bit. Nice. Flair was getting it, it's more, what's it called? Even more flamboyant state when he dyes hair half pink, half blue. Maybe get a lip ring. Maybe some eyeliner, go emo. Oh man, I was gonna say, please don't do the Flair Eros. The face sculpt on the Flair doesn't look real good either. Yeah, I took a look in at that because, like, oh, a retro Flair from AEW, I'll check it out. And I scanned in, I'm like, eh. The robe looks nice, if that's anything positive, but his mouth looks really... Yeah, that whole face scan was, like, pretty rough. Pretty rough. Oh, man. Well, I think I'm gonna hit the dusty roads. Not the figure, but I do have that figure, thankfully. But I'm going to hit that dusty road. And had a good time talking to everybody. You, Ross, Fly the L, all the regulars. Anyone that commented in, anyone that watched and comment and just watched, thank you. Keep watching. If you don't want to comment, that's cool. Just keep watching. And definitely like it, you know. You don't got to just watch all the action from afar and be entertained, not only by my video I'm putting out here, but if you go into the comments section, there's some clever, funny people in there, and I promise that. So you should check it out. And I think on that note, I'm going to say have a happy effing holiday, a Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, do it all up. Have good times with your family, and have a great holiday, and I'll see y'all soon. But in other words, Merry Christmas. Keep bumming.